The next series of exercises we're going to show you are great for injury prevention for swimmers.
This is a great exercise for swimmers because it strengthens your lats and also your scapular stabilizers. This muscle that stabilize your shoulder blades. So using some elastic tubing attached at about head height, you're going to keep your palms facing forward, great posture, and your shoulder blades back. I recommend doing about 3 sets of 10 repetitions.
This next exercise is scaption. It's for the rotator cuff and shoulder musculature. Important thing to remember is that a rotator cuff is a weaker muscle, so 5 pounds is usually plenty. Your thumbs are going to be pointing up towards the sky, and you're going to be coming out at a 45-degree angle from your shoulder. You start down at your side, come all the way up overhead to just before the weights touch, and then back down. Important thing to remember with this is that you go nice and slowly up and nice and slowly down, maintaining good core control. You don't want to be using momentum to drive this motion.
I'm only 4 weeks old.
I would recommend doing 3 sets of 10.
This exercise, what we're demonstrating is shoulder external rotation, commonly used for strengthening your rotator cuff. And what you do is you stand a fair distance away from the wall with tension in the TheraBand. What you're going to do is just rotate your arm out like this and back. And you're going to do 3 sets of 10, keeping good posture, shoulder blades back, and arm parallel to the ground, okay? A common compensation that people do is they tend to do elbow extension coming down. That's utilizing your tricep more than your external rotators. And a towel is a good idea to keep in between your arm and your torso to prevent you from using your deltoid coming out like this. This is another commonly performed rotator cuff strengthening exercise. This one is utilizing your internal rotators. Same thing, you're going to stand away from the wall so there's tension in the band. External rotation at its max, and you're going to internally rotate in. Same concept, I'm using a towel to prevent compensation. My shoulder blades are back. My arm is parallel to the ground. Both these can be done 3 sets of 10, 2 to 3 times a week.
This exercise works the muscle called serratus anterior. You're going to start on your hands and knees. I'm going to show you 3 different versions. The easiest, on your hands and knees, your elbows stay locked. My spine is in neutral. My shoulder blades come together, push apart, together, and apart. Notice that my elbows are staying straight and all the movement comes from my shoulder blades. The slightly more difficult version of that, scoot your knees back. Still, my shoulders are above my hands. Same motion. The most difficult version is in a push-up position, shoulders over hands, elbows straight. Three sets of 10 repetitions is recommended. This exercise targets the external rotators of the rotator cuff. You're going to use a rolled up towel and you're going to put it under your arm. The importance of that is a lot of work with your elbow right at your side milks the blood out of your rotator cuff. It doesn't have much to begin with, so this just helps to protect it. I'm going to lie on my side, support my head so that I don't give myself a neck issue. Rotate up and down. The whole motion ought to be pain-free. It'll cause fatigue by the last few repetitions, but not remotely painful. Most women should start with 3 to 5 pounds. Men, 5 to 7 pounds. This is definitely not an exercise where you use heavy weight. And 3 sets of 10 repetitions should be adequate. This exercise targets the muscles that stabilize your shoulder blades, and it's great for those swimming athletes and people with shoulder problems. With a rolled up towel, to protect your neck, you're going to lie on your stomach and rest your forehead on the towel. Arms are going to go straight out to your sides, and you're going to rotate so your thumbs are up. Lift your arms up without shrugging. Hold for a count of 10. And back down. I recommend doing 10 repetitions for a 10-second hold. A more advanced version of that exercise, same position on your stomach, but your arms are going to be up at about 45-degree angles. Thumbs towards the ceiling. Raise your arms up. 10-second hold. And down. Do that 10 times. Keep in mind that no exercises for the shoulder should ever create shoulder pain. Fatigue, great. Pain, no.